Next up in the Tales of Adventure Volume 1 collection is number 215, The Desert Hawk, which is an almost kind of Robin Hood story set in a sort of different land as we follow our hero, the Desert Hawk, a blacksmith who dresses up, goes out and seeks vengeance against all the rich and tyrannical people within this land, stealing the money from them, dispensing it amongst the people. He's a kind of good guy.
100 pieces of my own for the opportunity to cross swords with this sniveling jackal.
I trust, my noble lord, you have the money with you.
He's also a little bit cheeky. A little bit cheeky because he decides to do something that's completely out there. When the new caliph is coming to marry Princess Scheherazade, this is a lot of overlapping characters with Arabian Nights. The Desert Hawk gets there first, pretends to be the caliph, and in a whirlwind romance manages to woo her and marry her in a single night.
All I know, Excellency, is that outside a noble person demands audience with Her Highness and claims he is the real Prince Murad.
When the caliph turns up the next day to find out that his betrothed has married another, all hell breaks loose as the Desert Hawk has continually stealing and one-upping the caliph. It's ridiculously funny and over the top, but really kind of fun. There's plenty of sword fighting in this one, plenty of humour, and like I said, plenty of overlapping characters. Aladdin and Sinbad, although not the same actors, are back again in this one. You've got wonderful locations which really do look like sets. In one of the backdrops you can almost see the seams down the sky, but it adds to that aesthetic, that kind of fun make-believe world that we are in. You've got Richard Green as the Desert Hawk, no less, which is a wonderful addition to this one. Yvonne De Carlo is terrific as Scheherazade as well, and you can understand the kind of blossoming relationship there, which is a little bit adversarial as well. You know, like there is a begrudging acceptance between these two people that they are kind of meant for each other, but they do have this tete-a-tete throughout it where they're always kind of bickering and fighting. You know, he is a sort of lowly blacksmith, she is a princess. They shouldn't really be together, but there is a definitive fate there for these characters. There's a moment where the Desert Hawk has forced Scheherazade to kind of walk through the desert, and she at the end of one-ups him again, luring him in with her feminine ways and then leaving him in the dust as she steals his horse and runs away to walk the rest of the way through the desert.
Stop! Come back!
It now becomes your turn to walk, blacksmith.
Stop!
But it's a great relationship that I really bought into. The bad guy is really almost, I mean, he's evil, but he's not the most evil character within this, because we have someone else who is more nefarious, who's looking to steal the throne, who's looking to beat the Desert Hawk, to create these false alliances to steal power as well. So it's got this nice side angle, but all the way through it I was driven by the main characters, how wonderful they were together, and how the look of the film, the technicolor aspect, just made it a great kind of Sunday afternoon flick. The Desert Hawk was another interesting film. I think I preferred Arabian Nights, but this one was good as well. Let's dive into the extras and see what it has. Here we are in the disc for The Desert Hawk. Let's go to special features. We have an audio commentary by film historians Fief Sutton and Mark Jordan Legan. We have a second commentary by Jonathan Rigby and Kevin Lyons. And we have The Man in Shadows, Jeff Chandler at Universal Featurette, which is 18 minutes 44 seconds, and it was really fascinating because it basically follows the career and life of Jeff Chandler, an actor that I didn't really know that much of. I've seen in a couple of movies, but I hadn't really sat up and paid attention. Wonderful featurette, really delves into his career and gives you lots of information. And that's the extras for The Desert Hawk. So there we have it, The Desert Hawk. I would love to know your thoughts on this film, whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. Let me know in the comment box below. There's more content up here where you can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program, manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.